State your name for the record, Mr. Capaldi.
Mark Capaldi.
Take your hands out of your pockets.
Mark Capaldi.
All right, what are we doing? Because we got a whole other thing here, Mr. Allen. All right. Mr. Allen he's going to have an issue. All right, what are we doing?
So, Your Honor, we are asking for an adjournment. I've been working with Mr. Capaldi to get information for treatment, to get him into the felony drug treatment program. He wanted to submit proof of treatment that he has been receiving since the onset of this particular case. I think that was what, November?
Yeah, I've done inpatient twice since then. I just got signed up again about 10 days ago, a week and a half ago, to continue inpatient. I had lost my job after the last time I came here because I couldn't get my license back. I started a new job on Monday. So I have transportation, no reason to miss anything. And the outpatient is intensive outpatient. It's three-hour meetings on Skype and one in-person dollars. Like I said, I had lost my job. I can go test right now.
On the 13th, I have the
13th I had just missed, Your Honor. Sorry.
The 4th of December. No show, no call. December 13th.
Was that before I had spoke with the other attorney about that? That was when I didn't have my license. I told him I tried for there was only a couple weeks there that I was supposed to be getting my license back, and he said when they adjourned it last time, everything would be cool if I got my license back. I didn't because of
Mr. Capaldi.
Yes, sir.
November 21st, you were positive for THC. You don't have a medical marijuana.
Yes, I got that in last time. Last time I was here, I've had it.
All right, then I'll skip up over the next positive. December 4th, 2023, missed sample. No show, no call. December 13th, no show, no call. Have you been back there?
No, I plan to go.
No, yeah, I know. That caused me on December 22nd to issue a bench warrant for your arrest because you hadn't been complying with community corrections.
Okay. I had gone up there. I just didn't have the $12. I didn't know that you couldn't run.
When? When did you go up?
The 13th and the 19th.
You went there?
Yes.
So they're telling me it was a no show, no call.
No, I showed up. I just didn't have.
Who'd you talk to?
No idea, Your Honor. It was at the front desk.
Really?
Yes.
So why would they put down no show, no call if you showed up?
The only reason I think it's because when I walked in there, I had just told them I only had $10, and they said that they weren't going to let me test, and I didn't get signed in. I can go twice a week. I can go every day.
Yeah, I know, because you're in trouble.
No, we have 2 vehicles now in my house. I got a new job. I'm starting Monday. I have transportation. I'm still in an intensive outpatient.
Where are you in intensive outpatient?
With Skywood IOP.
How long have you been in that?
Since I've been coming here. Over 60. I've signed up twice for it. I've done 2 cycles of it. My inpatient was at Skywood when I first came here. I'd gotten released from Skywood a day or 2 before first time I came here, and I've been doing outpatient since then. I have the documentation.
Did you give that to your attorney?
I do have that, Your Honor. I have his, I don't remember. He presented this information to me when this case first began. We were just waiting on more treatment under his belt to get proof of his continued treatment through Skywood. So I think there was an initial date or hearing that he had missed, and he was in their inpatient treatment program at that time, and we presented that information.
Right, that was, I got that part, but I still don't know why he's missing his test.
And he spoke with me today, Your Honor, and told me about the $10. He stated that out of county, they're usually able to allow him to run up a tab, or they will allow them to pay whatever they can and allow them to test. I did not get to speak with anyone from community corrections.
I'm getting a sign-on bonus. Also with the new job that I'm starting.
Okay,
So I'll be able to pay for it, everything.
okay, sir, I don't think this is an issue of payment. I don't think you showed, because that's what I'm being told. And I can't believe, and then you just walked away. And then you walk in the following week, do the same thing, and just walked away. And if you did that, then your whole purpose in doing that is so that you didn't have to test, but try to say I could show, because you know you're supposed to test.
No, I really have.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Mr. Carey Akinruli, you can call over to community corrections, see if anybody's seen this gentleman.
Okay.
And whether or not they're willing to change his report. Otherwise, what's gonna end up happening is he's gonna sit. And even for right now, because I can't trust you, Mr. Allen, you can take him back. As soon as we get an answer, then we'll deal with it.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And what are we doing on this case today?
Your Honor, you had scheduled this for just a review, to be brought up to date, I imagine, on what.
The payment plans, yes. So how is it going?
To date, they've paid
Much is left owing on this?
$2,660.12.
So at $500 a month, it's gonna be, oh, go ahead.
And I also have like an additional 500 monthly. When we had our case in our final judgment, I believe that was.
What she's saying is we were on the case together. So when we came to court the last time, you had dismissed my garnishment. My wife's garnishment didn't go through, so hers continued. When we put the paperwork in, he made it as another case. So she's still being garnished.
Well, it's $150, so I get paid.
It's additional to the 500 that we had already agreed to. So we're trying to figure out already splitting a payment of $250 because we're on the same case for $500.
So right now, he gets 500, which was the case that was judgment, and then I pay an additional 150, so a total of 650.
Okay, so hold on a second, ma'am. You pay that additional 150.
Yep.
How?
$75 is taken out of my check every 2 weeks.
Got it. Mr. Mack, you know anything about that?
Yes, Your Honor, the defendants have actually misstated the facts. There are two judges on the case, two judges. So they are equally liable. So Mr. Akinruli,
Hold on, no. So how, sir, I didn't ask you to state anything to me. So, Mr. Mack, these parties agreed they were gonna pay $500 a month.
no, they did not.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it on September 1st of 2023. You were present in my court.
Yes,
Defendants to pay $500 per month.
defendant.
Defendants.
Okay, and so what I'm saying is the judgment against Mr. Akinruli was ordered by $500 a month. At the time, there was no garnishment against Mrs. Akinruli. That's why we sued them both individually and severally.
So hold it, when did the garnishment happen?
The garnishment was.
No, when was that ordered? When did you request a garnishment?
That was ordered signed by this court.
Where's Ann?
Okay, first of all, with all due respect to the court ordered me to prepare an order of garnishment concerning this here on And the order clearly states, as of September 15, 2023, and no later than the 15th of succeeding months, the $10 per month of penalty. And then, so,
All right. No. No. You can play those technicalities all you want with me, but here's the reality of it. The motion and affidavit for installment payment plans was filed in both of these defendants' names. Out of that motion for payment plan, I suspended garnishments because I would have to do that when I order the payment plan. If the order is incorrect, then I'm vacating that order.
I've got both right here.
Both what?
Separate names, separate garnishments. Right here. Right here.
Show them this. Their motion and affidavit for payment plans. At the top, both names. It's illegal for you to garnish either one of their checks when I've suspended it.
I'm going by what the court has ordered the garnishment. You asked me a question.
Okay, if you're saying, give me that file back. And Mr. Mack, we're gonna make it right. Today. All garnishments. Are hereby ordered suspended. As to both defendants. Defendants, plural, $500 per month as previously ordered.
Your Honor, there's something else I'd like to bring to the court's attention. Your colleague, Judge Barr, issued an order stating that Mrs. Angamendapong would pay $150 a month. I don't know if that's
Vacated. That's not what was ordered on this case. If you want to bring that up before Judge Barr and he wants to discuss it with me as to which order will hold, you can. But I will tell you in this case that these funds are coming from, it is $500 per month. As I've indicated, any garnishment that has been issued is hereby ordered by this court suspended. Counsel for the plaintiff will prepare that order and have it on my desk by Monday morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
will date of the order and the
Date of the 15th of what? The payments? There'd be a payment 15th of each month, as it's previously ordered, but only $500.
as to both of them combined. So, and I want to get this clear. And there's no.
I think I'm very clear.
Well,
These two will pay $500 per month, Mr. Mack. That's it.
okay.
There'll be no other garnishments of any personal wages or anything along those lines. Those are all suspended. You will prepare an order to that effect, my desk, Monday morning.
All I'm talking about is the mailing of it because of the issue. Okay. So, these folks, they pay $14 to have some kind of expedited mailing, and they keep doing that. But I'm saying, as an officer of the court, and in fairness to them,
Well, honestly,
Judge,
He set up an agreement where we could drop something off.
Well-
He told us that we could not drop it off at his office and that he designated a specific place
yes.
and someone else to give it to.
So,
So therefore and it was only once where I did certified mail for on the 15th to be
Yes.
sent to him.
yes, and they can keep doing that. They can well keep doing that.
It costs more money to do that. The reason that we said we could drop it off on the 15th
Oh.
because we don't get it until the 15th.
Yeah.
So we wanted to drop the money orders off as soon as we get them. But he's not allowing us to do that.
Well, it isn't that, it's about dropping it off. But. you
Well,
know,
he
Judge,
instructed us.
No, here's what we're gonna do. Your $500 per month, you need to have it in cash. Defendants to pay monthly payments on the 15th of each month into court escrow.
Okay,
So you just bring it here, the $500. I don't know what their problem with taking your money. We'll be more than happy to take your money.
thank you.
That's fine. All this is done for their convenience, that's fine.
I'm done, Mr. Mack. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, sir.